If you want to install your scooter's trunk, it's a pretty simple process. You'll start off by opening it up. You should find a hardware kit inside, as well as, they call this foam, but it's more like paper. Take both of those out and set them aside. Then you can see that in the trunk there's a bunch of different mounting holes to match different setups. For this one, we're going to be using these two holes here, as well as these two slots. I've got 4 holes here that line up with the ones in the bottom of the trunk, so I'll go ahead and set the trunk on the rack and line those holes up. You should have 4 machine screws and 4 cup washers in your hardware kit, so go ahead and put the washers on the machine screws, like so, and then start dropping them into the holes. Now put Loctite on the threads and use the nuts included in the hardware kit to secure the trunk to the rack, and you can see here I've added my own washers. Tighten those up with a 10mm wrench or socket on this side, and then you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver on the top. You should have 2 brackets and 4 nuts left in your hardware kit. When you install the brackets, you're going to want this side facing down, of course the flat side facing up. 1 bracket at a time, slide them up over 2 of the bolts, install the nuts, and again I like to use a washer as well as Loctite on each one of those. These brackets are slotted, so right before you get the nuts tight on there, make sure that they're centered the best you can. Once those are tight, check over all your hardware one more time. Make sure the trunk's secure to the rack. Then you can drop this foam or paper piece in there if you'd like. Close your trunk and lock it. With the cheap trunks that come with a lot of these scooters, you'll need to start off with the key sideways, close the trunk, and you have to squeeze it together and then turn the key to lock it. That way it should lock. To unlock, you just twist the key and it should pop open, but if you don't squeeze it together like you see here, you go to lock it and it's never engaged. So you've got to squeeze it and then lock it.